do do do. La da 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 do. La da 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 do. La da 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 da. Woo! What's up? I decided to make a whole video because I got just this jingle jangle, rambling around, kind of rowdy songwriting thing coming at me. See, I love the way it tastes, I love the way it smokes. Rough, rough. I went down to LA to see chicks at my favorite dispensary. Well, I love all the way it whips, I love the potpourri. Pow, pow. Do 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 do. Snacktastic wonderment. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with it, but it doesn't belong to me, 'cause I believe in the service of the supersedes. We gotta give it up for fat balance. When you see it through, it's a lofty challenge. It may seem like it's a lofty challenge, but favorable ratio balance strategy. Favorable ratio balance strategy for EFAs. For EFAs. And healing with the CBDs as well. Do you know how much over-medicating we don't have to do to ourselves and our waterways because this can supplant a proportion? It's useful, it's versatile, it's functional, and it's an incredible medicine. So it's a powerful medicine. It's a medicine. I mean, but it's a wellness that, like, it's good to have some. Like, we should have some, actually. So it's good to have some. So, and you get deficient in cannabinoids. I don't understand cannabinoid deficiency as much as I understand omega-3 deficiency. So I'd like to sing a song about addressing omega-3 deficiency. It's like called Let Fish Live Slam Jammin' Crab Justice Ache. Crab Justice, like an irked lichen getting stepped on in the mossy fields, in some mossy terrain. We've got the innocuous, rather miracle-working industrial services society of the cannabis plant has kept us alive throughout the ages. Cannabis has kept us alive throughout the ages, yet is forsaken in federal law, and we have to stay forsaken as a farming and not harming and a comprehensive healing movement for betterment. Protect the seas, whatever you want out of it most. I mean, cancer fighting, cancer shrinking, wellness. What about the justice and pain management that this is a social issue of our time, and the PTS, whether enough weed is there for the PTS recovery. My God. We're supposed to be bending over backwards. Something botanical is not going to be, you know what? I think George Washington would have had something to say about that when he created pensions for this country during the Valley Forge encampment and that whole rigmarole that you may remember as the foundations of this nation's democracy, and the entrenchment of something so ass backwards as prohibition has got to just stop. It's defiling the integrity of our whole justice system, and we're not doing justice if we've got nonviolent drug offenders locked up. It's not happening, guys. We have to do that. We have to get them out. We have to. It's just about justice right now, because seriously, there's people who've gotten away with polluting the environment that are not doing time right now. You know, they polluted. They pollute, I mean. So we're talking about green jobs. Okay, we need green jobs. All right, we don't want unsafe drugs fucking with people. But we have to trust people. We have to trust people. That's how I feel about, you know, I mean, whether is weed enough of a safety concern to be like fucking with people about it? No, I don't think so. I mean, watch out for people who are drunk and stoned. You should not be stoned on ganja food. I wouldn't risk it. It's risky. I mean, you have to make sure. You know, it's been like, it takes ganja food maybe like 2-3 hours to set in sometimes. So you could drive maybe after that, I would say, if you feel alert and stuff. Alright, so see, I do have health PSAs in me. Let me go at it. We gotta love her the way it talks. Okay. Like Paul Revere, calling out, I feel the healing's near. We gotta boycott Monsanto for favorable anti-cancer returns and crop diversity. Monsanto, if we wanted to clean you up, we would have a clean up Monsanto party, but I think you guys just need to shack up ship and just be on your merry innovation out of your cruddy terribleness. But thanks for having so much money. I mean, we get it, you know, you won something here. I mean, Monsanto, you got to admit, Monsanto, I mean, you took some shit. You took some shit over with this shit here. And now we need to stabilize. The crunctifiedness that's been depleting. We know it's not good for the songbirds and the bees. That how many birds die from pesticides? How many bees have been taken from the neonics to grow GMO corn? GMO corn for processed non-nourishing, you know, and it's not Monsanto's crops that are feeding the world. Monsanto's crops are being turned into soy oil and corn syrup and animal feed. Okay? That means we're getting glyphosate not only from wheat when it's desiccated with glyphosate, but also if you eat animals from GMO feed, which is pretty darn common. And so this is the extent that I'm marketing hemp seeds to put in salsa, okay? And I still need to return a profit on my snackery company because we do so many free samples and I believe in it so much and that I want to just free samples for everybody who wants one. You know, there's got to be a certain level of joyousness that we ascribe to something that's completely unique in nature. So, want to sing a song? Oh my god, here it comes. It's coming. Fuck! Okay. March for fiber and omega-3s. We served some donuts that saved our seas. We're brain food farming rights catastrophe. We had a tent up at the health line. A legislation demo for my birthday. For my birthday. For my birthday. I had a legislation demo, brain food, potluck, free snacks, and information. I built a bridge for the transmission, not just to penetrate a market, but to actually help people navigate their choices around health resources and food, help people fucking diversify our dietary diversity, So hemp, flax, chia. I have so much to say about it. And that's huge, guys. We have a hot dog challenge. It's a hot dog challenge to get ahead of the curve and push for labeling on the carcinogenic protein, the levels of carcinogenic protein threats that are happening. There's something that's happening there with the carcinogenic threats. And all my veg friends, please remember to refer to the fat-soluble pollutants that are carcinogenic. Dioxin is one. The fat-soluble neurotoxins are mercury and PCBs. I think PCBs are carcinogenic too. Boycott Monsanto. Clean up Cargill. And mitigate manure. This place ain't a sewer. Mitigate manure. Mitigate manure. We got a fat balance strategy that happens to reduce the depletion of our groundwater. Woo! Yeah, because if you cut out bad fats, I mean, some of that bad fats is going to include animal fats, most likely being replaced with clean plant fats. Now, what I have to say about paleo shit is that it's nice that it's like this return to nature and everything. I know that there's like a soul seeking, like that's there for all of us. I mean, it's there for me. I want it. I want to be close to Mother Nature. And I have, just to say, like, you know, I don't ascribe to there's not humane killing, okay? So that's first of all, so you want to keep killing to a minimum, at least. I mean, I say let's bring down Cargill's toxic discharges to a trickle. I mean, they could just be like, not as much as they are. Much, much less. We switched from much less to much, much less. And we don't want any. I don't want any killing. I mean, I would prefer. I'd prefer. I mean, you know, and it's everybody, you know, how much can people take or whatever. And it's definitely not something to build our agricultural system around. Actually, our groundwater is depleted, and building, that means we have to get the animal agriculture parts of the TPP out of the TPP, because Tyson has already gotten to flood Mexico with cheap chicken under NAFTA, and that's already incredibly, you know, damaged a bunch of chickens, our manure in our waterways, and this through these pesticides and herbicides used on the GMO feed, and the prolonged pain of all these chickens and everything. And it's okay to feel. I mean, I want to feel. So we need to just, like, you know, admit that there's a health benefit to the veggie dog being promoted. And maybe that health benefit is worth like fucking 10% of all these things. If we have fat balance, if we have cleansing fats classes in PTS recovery, okay, that's going to clear people up from neurotoxic shit and give people like adequate, you know, a deficiency checkup. Give people a deficiency checkup to say, you know, here's what your health risks are based on this deficiency checkup, and you needed to. We could do that now. So, sharing the joy, lots of love. Let's save our seas and cancer mitigate march at a hospital very shortly. Okay, Clevo, get in touch. I have more. I'm going to keep singing.